Of all the sports that you played, what was the easiest sport for you?
Easiest sport was football.
What was the hardest?
Baseball. That ball does some things to you, though.
Deion Sanders, a name synonymous with athletic excellence, was a man who dared to conquer not one, but two major sports simultaneously, football and baseball. He would eventually ascend to the NFL Hall of Fame. However, when it came to baseball, the story took on a different hue. Solid, perhaps, but hardly extraordinary. Deion Sanders, the name alone brings up images of a charismatic athlete who amazed fans on the football field and graced the baseball diamond with his speed and style. He wasn't just a sportsman, he was a showman, an entertainer, and a legend in the making. While many strive to master just one, Sanders boldly ventured into both, making him a legend in the history of sports. His remarkable athleticism and versatility were a sight to behold. In football, Sanders earned the moniker Prime Time for his ability to seize the spotlight. He made it look easy, almost like a choreographed dance on the gridiron. But then there was baseball. Here, Sanders faced a different kind of challenge. He donned the Atlanta Braves uniform and sprinted across the outfield with the same grace that defined his football career. Yet, in baseball, he found himself grappling with the unforgiving nature of a sport where success often eludes even the best. Baseball, as Sanders confessed, was the hardest nut to crack. It's a sport where failing 7 out of 10 times at the plate can still lead to greatness. A sport that can test a player's abilities like no other. But it was precisely this relentless challenge that kept Sanders coming back. He thrived on challenges and couldn't resist the game. Deion Sanders, the superstar who played for the Atlanta Falcons in football and the New York Yankees in baseball, had good reasons for calling baseball a tough sport. He explained that ball does some things to you. Any sport where you can fail 7 out of 10 times and still become great and make 200 to 300 million, that's a hard sport. Deion Sanders' athletic journey is nothing short of extraordinary, marked by several stops and achievements in both Major League Baseball and the National Football League. He is among the rare athletes who reached the pinnacle of 2 major North American professional sports, showcasing remarkable success in both arenas. His dual sport career kicked off after being drafted by the New York Yankees. In less than a year in the minor leagues, he was called up to the big leagues, making his MLB debut in New York. He spent the 1989 and 1990 seasons with the Yankees before being placed on waivers at the end of the latter season. Next, Sanders signed with the Atlanta Braves, bringing him to the same city as his NFL team, the Falcons. After a modest start with the Braves, he exploded in 1992, leading the majors in triples, stealing 26 bases and hitting an impressive 304. His performance was instrumental in guiding the Braves to the World Series, where he continued to shine with a batting average of .533 during his 6-game series loss to the Blue Jays. He stayed with Atlanta for one more full season in 1993 before being traded to the Cincinnati Reds in May 1994. After a brief stint with the Reds, he was traded once more in July 1995, this time to the San Francisco Giants. In 1996, his focus was entirely on football, but he made a baseball comeback in 1997, playing a career-high 115 games with the Reds. He then took a 2-year hiatus from baseball before returning for his final MLB season in 2001, once again with the Reds. During his MLB debut season in 1989, he hit a home run in September. Just 5 days later, in his first NFL game, he returned a punt for a touchdown, becoming the first player to achieve both a home run in MLB and a touchdown in the NFL in the same week. In the following year, while still with the New York Yankees, Sanders faced off against the Kansas City Royals, a team that featured another 2-sport standout, Bo Jackson. This matchup marked the first time these two exceptional athletes had played against each other in either baseball or football. Sanders' journey reached its peak when he played in the 1992 World Series and, just over 2 years later, participated in Super Bowl 24 with the San Francisco 49ers during his lone season with the team. Notably, he won his first of 2 consecutive Super Bowl rings, making him the first player to appear in both the World Series and the Super Bowl in the same season. Despite the challenges, Deion couldn't resist baseball. He hated losing and not mastering something, and he believed that if he had more time, he could conquer it. His success in baseball, despite not playing full seasons, backed up his claims. In his 9 baseball seasons, he stepped up to the plate 2,123 times and had a batting average of .263. He even hit 39 home runs and drove in 168 runs. So why didn't Deion play a whole baseball season? Deion Sanders' success in Major League Baseball raises this very question. The answer seems simple. He loved both baseball and football and wanted to play both. However, there was a challenge. Baseball had a long season with few breaks, and committing to a full MLB season would mean missing out on the glory of football, which was also his dream. So he split his time between both sports, achieving greatness in both and becoming an inspirational figure in the sports world. Now, there's an exciting rumor going around that could make fans' dreams come true. There's talk that the New York Yankees might hire him as a manager after their disappointing 2023 season. If this happens, we might see Deion Sanders back in the MLB in a different role, guiding and inspiring a new generation of baseball players. That would be a thrilling chapter in his already remarkable sports journey. In the end, Deion Sanders wasn't just an athlete. He was a symbol of unwavering determination and a reminder that sometimes the most challenging endeavors yield the greatest rewards. But as it often happens, the numbers told a tale beyond the headlines and highlight reels. In a recent candid conversation during the Club Shay Shay podcast, hosted by Shannon Sharp, Deion Sanders, in sharing his athletic journey, revealed the stark contrast between the two sports he fearlessly embraced. He peeled back the layers of his remarkable journey, giving us insight into the unique challenges and rewards of each sport. When asked about the sports he played and which one he found the easiest and hardest, Deion Sanders provided some fascinating insights. He ranked football as the easiest among football, basketball, track and field, and baseball. However, he emphasized the challenges that baseball presented. Sanders explained that hitting a baseball, which he described as a sport where you can fail 7 out of 10 times and still be considered great and make millions of dollars, was exceptionally hard. He found the intricacies of baseball, including hitting the ball, to be a formidable challenge. Additionally, Sanders shared an amusing story about his approach to the NFL Combine's 40-yard dash. He didn't stretch or warm up and ran without any preparation, as he believed that, like a cheetah, he shouldn't stretch before going for his prey. Sanders also discussed the Wonderlic test, a cognitive assessment given to NFL prospects. He questions its relevance to on-field performance and emphasized that what happens on the field is far more critical than a written test. Regarding his NFL draft experience, Sanders mentioned that he had a preference for Atlanta because of the city's vibrant African-American community and the opportunity to feel at home. He made it clear that he didn't want to be selected by certain teams and even tried to scare them away by saying he intended to play baseball. Ultimately, he achieved his dream by being drafted by Atlanta, a moment he holds in high regard. Deion Sanders' journey through sports is a testament to his unique talent and determination, and his stories provide a captivating glimpse into his experiences as a multi-sport athlete. Deion Sanders stands as a shining example of the extraordinary talent and versatility that defined his generation of athletes. His remarkable journey is an inspiration to anyone who dares to dream big. It shows us that with unwavering determination and an unyielding quest for excellence, greatness can be attained, even when confronted with the trials of being a star in two sports. Deion Sanders isn't just remembered for his electrifying performances on the field. He leaves behind a legacy that transcends the boundaries of individual sports, a legacy that celebrates the human spirit's indomitable will to conquer, rise above challenges, and shine brilliantly in multiple arenas of the sporting world. That's it for today's video. Hit that like and subscribe button now and join us for more exciting content. Don't miss out on our latest videos. Until next time.